what is needed to become great. Imagine that you are not just dreaming of greatness, but already living it. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled by great power, but faced with difficulties, like any of us. His story is not just an ancient story, it is a mirror reflecting our own battles. Aurel was not born wise or brave. He fought to develop these qualities among the chaos of life. Just like you and I, every day, we are talking about true greatness, not about the one you are born with, but about the one you build step by step, boldly. So, how did Mark do it? Through Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches the art of control not over others, but over oneself. Today, we dive not only into his life, but also into how you can apply these eternal lessons to overcome your own problems. Are you ready to explore how these ancient principles can strengthen you here and now to reveal the greatness that belongs only to you? 1. The desire for perfection. Marcus Aurelius's name, which became a synonym of wisdom and strength, was not born a sample of Stoic virtues. His greatness was daily labor, an unending desire for perfection. Here is a lesson for us. To be great is not a gift, it is a choice. Every morning when the sun rises behind your window, you are standing on the crossroads. You can return to a comfortable bed or get up with a goal. Choose the second. This is what Mark did, and here your path to perfection begins. Now, how to apply it in our lives? You don't have to climb mountains every day in small choices. Prefer to listen more and speak less. Choose patience instead of irritation in traffic jams, or decide to focus on your task. They are lost in the endless scrolling of social networks. These choices may seem insignificant, but they accumulate. Like Mark, we do not become great with one giant leap. These are small, continuous steps that cut out our way to perfection. Embrace this path, realizing that every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. This search is not easy, but remember the reward. This is a life lived with purpose and inner strength, very similar to the Stoic emperor, which inspires us even after centuries. 2. Daily thinking. Accepting the habits of daily thinking is like holding a mirror against your inner world, revealing truths and ideas that are often left unnoticed in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's not just a record of the day's events. It's a journey deep inside yourself, a quiet conversation with yourself. Imagine how you end every day, retreating back and looking into your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. It is not only about the retelling of what happened, but also about immersion in yourself, asking questions about why you reacted in a certain way, what caused these emotions, and how your actions correspond to your main values. It is about finding patterns in your behavior, understanding your irritants, and acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses. This daily practice transforms not only your consciousness, but also your being, gradually directing you to a more meaningful and thoughtful approach to life. This simple but deep custom is available to everyone. It does not require special tools or conditions, only several calm moments of self-analysis, be it before bed or in the early morning. Find a moment that suits you. It is not about writing a literary masterpiece, but about being honest and open to yourself. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity and ability to transform over time. You will notice changes, a great clarity in your thoughts and actions, a stronger correspondence with your values, and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Thinking about every day, you don't just survive in life, you master the art of living. 3. Accept people as they are. Life presents us with many characters, each of which plays its unique role in a huge drama of existence. Marcus Aurelius, the master of the Stoic thought, recognized this and chose acceptance instead of disappointment. This is a change of thinking from which we, in our modern and turbulent world, can benefit greatly. When you meet someone who annoys you, pause instead of reacting with irritation or anger, and consider this person as an important part of the diversity of human experience. It's like a puzzle. Each detail has its place, even those that seem not in their place at first glance. This acceptance does not mean that you agree or approve of their behavior. It just means that you recognize their role in a wider pattern of life. This approach has a subtle power. It frees you from the exhausting cycle of judgments and irritations. Imagine how much mental space and energy you could have returned if you had stopped fighting every complex character you come across. By accepting others as they are, you do not support their actions. You allow yourself to remain internally calm. Regardless of external circumstances, this does not mean passivity. In fact, it is an active choice to prioritize inner peace regardless of external circumstances. It does not mean passivity. It is actually an active choice to prioritize inner peace over external conflicts. Remember that each person, including yourself, plays many roles, and just as you may struggle with someone else's behavior, someone else may find your actions challenging. This mutual recognition fosters empathy and patience. It is a powerful reminder that we are all floating together in this complex world, each with our own idiosyncrasies and idiosyncrasies. Accepting this diversity of characters not only makes you more patient, but also enriches your understanding of the human condition. This habit, deeply rooted in Stoicism, is a timeless tool for personal growth and peace in our ever-changing world. 4. Refrain from complaining. If complaining gets in the way, imagine being stuck in traffic, running late for a meeting, and your phone won't stop ringing. It's easy to start a series of complaints, isn't it? But here's the approach of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor. He taught that complaining, even in your personal life, gets you nowhere. It's like yelling for the rain to stop. It won't change the weather. It will only add to the noise. So the next habit we need to develop is to catch ourselves in the fact that we are going to complain. This is not about suppressing feelings, but channeling them constructively. Instead of complaining about traffic, use that time to listen to a podcast or plan your day, turning moments of frustration into opportunities for growth. Now, it's important to understand the difference between complaining and taking action. Talking about change is not about complaining. It's about being proactive if something is wrong, working towards a solution and not getting stuck in the problem. Marcus Aurelius believed in confronting problems directly, not just daring to express dissatisfaction. So when you feel discontent, ask yourself, what can I do about it? This change of mindset forces you to reflect. You go from being a spectator of your life to being a director. The truth is that our relationships shape our experiences. A day filled with complaining feels heavier and more tiring. On the other hand, a day spent solving problems seems more enjoyable and productive. It's all about making conscious choices. This simple but profound change can change not only your day, but your entire approach to life. Take this habit and observe how it changes the way you interact with the world. You'll become calmer, more centered, and ready to face challenges with a clear mind. 5. Focus on what really matters. Visualize your life as a room full of objects that represent your daily tasks, desires, and distractions. Now let's take a little inspiration from Marcus Aurelius and apply his wisdom to today's clutter. The next step on the path to greatness is pretty simple. Clear that room, but how? By focusing on what's most important, think about your typical day and how much of what you do is really important in the bigger picture of your life. We often find ourselves overwhelmed by tasks and commitments that, frankly, don't do much good. They are like jewelry that gathers dust on our shelves. It's time to be ruthless and ask, Does it really matter every time you're about to take on something new? This isn't about being cold or insensitive. It's about respecting your time and energy. But here's the real trick. Once you start getting rid of unnecessary things, you'll notice something incredible. Your ability to focus and succeed at what really matters increases. You are no longer a person without skills. You are a focused person working hard at your art, whatever it may be. And in this age of constant distractions, that kind of focus isn't just valuable, it's a superpower. By doing less, you don't get lazy. You strategically choose where to put your energy to maximize your impact. Remember that every no to something unimportant is a yes to something really important. Let's make that choice. If you like this philosophy, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We have many truths to work through. 6. Practice gratitude and kindness. The art of practicing gratitude and kindness is like adding bright colors to a canvas that keeps painting life in shades of gray reality. It's about recognizing even in the most difficult moments there is something to be grateful for. It's easy to be grateful when things are going well. The real challenge is to find reasons to be grateful in difficult moments. It's a habit of not ignoring the harsh realities of life, but finding a ray of hope, no matter how dim, starting with gratitude. By adopting education as a lifestyle, you not only enrich your mind, but also cultivate the humility that keeps you on earth. Remember that, in the pursuit of knowledge, every step forward is a step toward becoming a better version of yourself. Let us, like Mark, remain hungry for knowledge throughout our lives, always seeking to explore the uncharted territories of knowledge and understanding. 8. Forgive ourselves and others. Accepting forgiveness toward both yourself and others is not just a nice gesture. It is a major habit that can take your life to a new level that reflects the greatness of Marcus Aurelius. Let's recognize that today's life is a puzzle of attitudes, decisions, and actions. Sometimes the pieces fit together perfectly. Other times they have to be inserted where they don't fit. When we make mistakes or when others disappoint us, this is where the power of forgiveness transforms our story. Imagine the following. You are late for an important meeting because you overslept. You could have spent the old day judging yourself, but the new you, inspired by Stoicism, recognizes the mistake, learns from it, perhaps sets 2 alarm clocks for next time, and moves on. This is forgiveness in action, removing the weight of guilt that often drags us down. It's about being as kind to yourself as you would be to a good friend in the same situation. It's easy to hold on to anger and resentment, but what does that really accomplish? Like Marcus Aurelius, who saw the potential for forgiveness even in betrayal, we can choose to let go of these negative emotions. This doesn't mean that you approve of what happened or forget about it. It means that you release the burden of bitterness. It's like leaving a heavy backpack behind. Suddenly you become more agile and ready to face what comes next with a clear mind and a lightened heart. This habit of forgiveness isn't just about greatness, it's about living life in a more peaceful and meaningful way. 9. Putting your ideals into action. Marcus Aurelius demonstrated the powerful truth that great ideas should be lived, not just considered. So what does this mean for us in today's fast-paced and complex world? It is about making actions speak louder. It's easy to talk about kindness, honesty, or hard work. But Mark taught us that the real challenge is to do these things consistently and sincerely in our daily lives.